Good morning, everyone, and greetings from the Carnival Magic cruise ship. It feels so good to be back on a cruise ship.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, I go by the legend. That's my wonderful girlfriend, Molly. In this video here, we're going to take you on a full ship tour and review. So we're going to show you everything there is on the Carnival Magic, from the activities and the theaters to the bars and the drinks, of course, the food, the arcade, the fun, the water slides, the ropes course, everything there has to do on this cruise ship. Starting here on the pool deck, and a pretty solid pool deck. You do have the big screens that shows movies in the evening, and then they'll be used for the various deck parties and things like that. The pool deck itself, there was a big deck party last night that was a lot of fun. This also used where you have your big sail away party, and there's lots more to be found on the pool deck, including the pool itself. Now, I'm not the biggest pool guy when it comes to cruise ships, but I love that they have like this seating area where I can just go and put my feet in the water and enjoy a pina colada.
Absolutely.
That is awesome. Really cool.
It's a small pool. That's my only negative about the pool deck, and it's located on deck 10.
Now, when we're talking about the pool deck, let's go check out some of those pool bars and Lido restaurants. All right, so there's two main pool bars here at the main pool, the Blue Iguana Tequila Bar, and we are currently at the Red Frog Rum Bar. So if you like pina coladas, if you like rum-based drinks, you come to this side. If you like margaritas and tequila-based drinks, you go to that side. Both have unique menus, and both are really, really good. Molly, what you drinking?
I am drinking a red Serenity.
And I've got a Caribbean colada because it's a million degrees. One thing I like that Carnival Cruise Line does now, they got rid of the plastic straws. Obviously, environmentally, being at sea, they can blow away. In the ocean, that's bad. But instead of those horrible paper straws,
that does not work in frozen drinks.
No, they use sugar straws.
Yes, I love them.
And there's different flavors, like there's a lime one, a strawberry one,
and a chocolate
one. They're pretty nice. Also, Carnival has moved to pretty much all QR codes for all restaurants, as well as bars. So you would just scan your QR code on your phone. Now, most bars do have a couple menus behind the bar, but one thing this allowed me to do is that I screenshotted all the bar menus. I screenshotted all the fun times. I screenshotted all the dinner menus. At the end of the video, I'm going to put all those in case you want to learn any about pretty much every drink you could order on the ship, every food item you could have. But I really like the pool bars here on Carnival Cruise Line. Now, right on the pool deck, you do get Guy's Burger Joint, which is a Guy Fieri celebrity chef restaurant. He talks to the crew all day here on this camera.
Can I get
and the burgers are good.
Onion ring and donkey sauce.
Onion ring! And look at those cheeseburgers. They're like fresh cheeseburgers.
Perfect.
They're amazing. They're tasty. They're greasy. They're delicious. Molly just got ours. All right, and we went with a burger. We got some donkey sauce, which is another big Guy Fieri thing, and an onion ring. Gonna top it off here. Probably use the potato sticks, maybe a little sauteed onion. They do have chili, mushrooms, and your garden stuff over here. And I do like these containers here. They have chipotle mayo as one of the options, and that's my favorite thing to dip in the fries. So on deck 10, right by the pool, is the Blue Iguana Cantina. This is open for breakfast and lunch, and you can get tacos, burritos, or breakfast burritos. We got a pork taco and a chicken taco. Then we're gonna go hit the salsa bar and garnish it up however we want. You could also get your burritos made here with your choice of chicken, beef, or shrimp. And it's also one of my favorite places to go in the morning for a breakfast burrito. It's really good. One thing I like about the pool deck area is on deck 11, they have a lot of really comfy chairs and couches where you can hang out if you want to watch the deck party, sail away, or a movie. Probably not this one to watch a movie because you get a nice view of the stairs, but still a comfy couch. Quick update from the couch. When you're sitting down, you can see the screen fine. On the top of the boat, right by the main pool, is Carnival Waterworks, which is the mini water park on board. They've got two full-size water slides. The yellow and blue one, that's going to be known as the Twister.
It's a very long slide. Yeah,
as far as cruise ship slides go, that seems to go on for forever. And pretty fun. My personal favorite is the drain pipe. That's probably the more intense slide. That's that big orange toilet bowl slide. So you come down, and then when you get to the big bowl segment, you sort of go around and around, and then you stop, stand up, and go down some stairs in the middle.
Now, both of these are body slides. So if you're like me, they might not be your favorite. But they were fun.
And there's also a Splash Fortress area featuring a tipping bucket and all sorts of like water guns. Unfortunately, that is not in the greatest of shape. One thing that's nice, it's got a really nice squishy floor.
Yes.
But a lot of the water effects are not functioning. I would say about half of them don't work, and that's kind of a bummer. But overall, it's a pretty nice complex as far as, you know, water-based attractions go. Whoa! 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 Oh! This is an area of the ship I really enjoy. It's on the top deck. Towards the back of the boat, you get the sports square, which has a bunch of different things. You see people playing ping pong, people playing pool. There is the biggest foosball table I've ever seen in my life. You can see an employee up there. She is drying off the RCI ropes course, which is a free activity you can do. It's open, I think, 9 to 5 most days. And especially on a sea day like this, you get some awesome views looking just, because you can't see any, you know, you just see water for miles and miles. Mini golf, always a fun time. They have a pretty nice course here. And the mini golf, it's on 2 different levels. So like one of the courses, you get to hit your ball from the first one down a hole and drop through that drain pipe back to hole 1. I like that.
The one bad thing about this section is the bar.
Yeah.
And we were on this cruise, I mean, it was 5 years ago, but I remember this bar had different menus.
Yeah, and they used to be a hot dog stand up here as well.
Yes.
But hey, you still got mini golf. Mini golf's a good time on a cruise ship.
And the ropes course is pretty nice.
Yeah, the ropes course is cool. And they've got, you know, one hole looks like the Carnival funnel, so that's a good time. On the top deck, on the back of the boat, underneath the big funnel, you do get the sports court, which is a full-length basketball court. I did play in the free throw contest, made it to the 4th round, so I was proud of myself. With no athletic ability, I managed to come in the 4th round. There is a viewing area here if you wanted to hang out and watch, you know, watch your kids or significant other play some sort of game. And then there's kind of like weird exercise equipment up here. The day we're filming this, it is sea day. It feels like it is in the high 90s of degrees, so if somebody was out here using some of these like outdoor bikes or ellipticals, I would give them all the credit in the world.
It is a gorgeous view though.
It is, it really is, like especially if you're on one of these elliptical things.
And they have the running.
One thing to note as well by the sports square and the sports court in the back, this is where you would find the ship's jogging track. If you do 7 laps, that is 1 mile. It's a pretty long trek for a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Now on the top deck in the front of the boat is the Serenity deck, which is the adults only retreat reserved for guests 21 and over. And it's probably the most relaxing section on the boat. There's numerous different kind of relaxing chair setups, whether it be the cuddle pods or these wooden chairs. There's a bar up here with a unique bar menu. Obviously stay tuned to the end, we'll show you all the bar menus on the ship. But I do like the Serenity deck, especially like we're on a port day right now. It's very empty in here.
Yes, and these loungers look amazing.
Yes,
and
they do. Except for me, I'm so pasty pale.
There's no shade.
Yeah, I couldn't do one of that. I might be able to do the cuddle pod or the whirlpool. But it's a really nice area. Also, if you want to watch Sail Away in an area with a bar and no kids, pretty good. Yeah, a pretty good area to watch a sail away event in, or sail into a port.
Yep.
You can see lots and lots of cuddle pods. That's our term for it. I'm not sure what the official term would be.
Aren't there clamshells?
Clamshells probably sounds much better.
I know that's what they're called on the beach.
Yes, and now we're up here towards the front of the boat.
And you get an awesome view.
Yeah. And that's where it kind of ends there. But there we go, that's Serenity deck. Really relaxing up here. Fun cocktails too. Right now we're going to take a little walk around deck 5, the Promenade deck, which is the main area for kind of nighttime entertainment on the ship. Starting here in the back on deck 5 with the Spotlight Lounge. Now this is a venue that's not used too much. This hosts comedy on 2 nights of our 4-night cruise. The other night's comedy is in the main theater, which is kind of nice because then you don't really have to get there all that early. But when comedy is in this smaller lounge, it's a little bit more intimate, and they have the nice specialty drink menu for the comedy bar.
Yes.
And I love that. They're one shot with like horchata and fireball. That's really, really nice.
Grandma's cinnamon.
Yeah. Right next to that is the Prime Steakhouse. Now this is going to be your main upcharge dining restaurant on the ship. It's about $38, $39. We're not going to eat there on this boat. We have done the steakhouse at other Carnival ships, and it's good stuff. It's really good.
Yes, the dessert menu is my favorite.
Yes, the art at the table dessert is wonderful. We're going to take a walk through the Play It Again piano bar. It's open in the evenings. Piano guy on this boat, really good.
His name's Brad.
Yeah, he definitely enjoys his job. Pretty crowded most nights, and he gets into it. He's got sticks and props and different hats that he wears.
He does like family, and then after 11 p.m. more adult.
Yes, definitely want to come on in. We're on the last day of our 4-night cruise, so I definitely want to pop in here and see that again because he does a really good job. Want to see some more of the adult stuff. I don't think we've been there too much past 11 o'clock.
And then over here we do have an elevator bank in the back, as well as the restrooms.
Yeah, the restrooms are important, especially when you're in the nighttime drinking area.
I also think restrooms are a little bit rare on this ship. There's only about 3 public areas, maybe 4.
I haven't really thought about it. Now over here on my left, this is going to be the Vibe nightclub. They're currently using it for an art auction. We'll be honest, we're not the biggest nightclub people, so we have not been in there yet. There's a service dog, though. Now, one place we have been quite a few times, and that is going to be the Red Frog Pub. One of my favorite locations on the ship. This is it's a big bar.
Yes, it is.
Lots of comfy seating, and this is going to be a menu full of rum-based drinks, and also probably your best beer selection on the boat. As far as entertainment on our cruise, this is the karaoke bar. They also do like guitar acts that play in here. I will say I really like the merchandise they have.
Yes.
I'm not the biggest person that would buy stuff on a ship, but I love that this is pretty much all their beer brands. So
and we do have that cup.
Yeah, we do have one of the Thirsty Frog Pub cups. They have little like enamel pins for some of their different brands of beer. Pretty nice. Hats are pretty cool too. And then you get a nice big bar with some of these specialty beers on draft. And then if Molly would be so kind to open up the door.
Absolutely.
And you can see this does go on for quite some time. I've not had trouble finding a seat out here. All right, big heavy door. Thank you, Molly, with the assist there. Brings us out onto the lanai. And they've got a really nice seating area outside of the pub. Hang on one of those big swings.
Yes, the swings are fun to hang out on.
Yeah. Especially ship's moving, you've had a few drinks, that can be a little on the nauseating side, but I do like that. And this whole area outside is called the lanai, and it features a couple different things, including 4 hot tubs that kind of hang over the side of the ship. We didn't use one of these. We used a hot tub up in the adult Serenity deck, and that was 1,000,000 degrees. We talked to another guest who told us these were much, much colder, but it is nice that they have. I also like it's a great area to walk outside and you just enjoy the ocean and things like that.
You get a gorgeous view.
Yeah. There's nobody in the hot tub.
There's no
I can't fall over into the hot tub with the camera. But you can see, like, this is a big hot tub.
Big hot tub, and it overlooks the ocean.
Yeah, solid view today. You can't see anything. We're on our way coming back from Half Moon Key, back to Port Canaveral in a little bit, or tomorrow. Now, I did say the Red Frog Pub goes on for forever. You can see the bar over here. Something I love, free games, just free bar games. So you can hang out and play foosball. I really like playing shuffleboard or shuffle puck, whatever you refer to that as. This is a lot of fun. On deck 5 in the middle of the ship, you do have the coffee shop. And it's got all sorts of things in here. In addition to coffee, they have upcharged treats, like all these different gelatos and ice creams. You can get your, mochas, frappuccinos, lattes, all that kind of stuff is here. A lot of it will be covered by that Cheers beverage program, along with some other stuff. They did have Gatorade on day 1, and they ran out of Gatorade on day 2, so that was kind of a bummer for me. But they do milkshakes here and stuff like that, and they do have a really nice selection of upcharged snacks. It's like donuts and cupcakes. Look at all the cupcakes. Those are some really good looking cupcakes. Right now we're at my absolute favorite place on the ship, the Alchemy Bar. Now this is your craft cocktail bar, your martini bar. They have a really good cocktail menu, but you can also just ask for like whatever kind of martini you want. I'm drinking a berry martini. Molly's drinking a watermelon martini. I've had a mojito martini. I've had a strawberry martini, a raspberry martini, and then their cocktail menu is really good too. I love the deal closer after dinner drink, the French Kiss, which is a vanilla vodka and champagne concoction. There's a lot of really good stuff here. It is included if you have that Cheers beverage package, and it's my favorite place on the boat.
Does get crowded though.
Yeah. And since the cocktails are so craft, it does take a while for all the drinks to get made, but they're definitely worth the wait.
Oh yes.
On deck 5 in the Promenade, there is Sushi at Sea, which is an a la carte sushi restaurant where you can get, if you're a sushi fan, a whole bunch of different stuff here. It's mostly, I believe, a lunch restaurant. Also, right across from that is the port shopping desk. So if you need to learn anything about what kind of shopping you do in your ports, that's where you stop. On deck 5 in the middle of the ship is the Ocean Plaza, and it's a multi-use venue over here. There'll be bands and guitar people that play in the evening, and during the day that's where they'll play trivia and different other game shows. Also on Embarkation Day or Sea Day, it's a healthier food option, so they'll have things like soup, as well as this really fancy kind of mix-your-own salad. On deck 10 in the back of the boat is the Lido Marketplace, which is the buffet. It is currently Sea Day. Let's check out what's for lunch. The buffet begins with a build-your-own salad area. Lots of options as far as, 6 types of dressing, lots of things to put on there, as well as some pre-made cold salads. There's something for Molly.
Cheese and bread.
Just lots and lots of cheese. Next up we get to a soup. That's interesting. Smoked sausage, bacon, and kale. Carne chili, mac and cheese.
Looks delicious if you're a cheese lover.
Yeah. Chiopino. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's a seafood stew. Jalapeno popper chicken. That's interesting. You got some beef braised brisket. That's always good times. I like that. Sticky pork ribs. Roasted garlic Parmesan potatoes. And some Cajun cheese fritters, Molly. That might be a you thing.
Yeah.
On the carving station today, stuffed leg of lamb.
Which I do love how this changes.
Yeah. Now there's 2 sections of the buffet. There's a back half and a front half. Definitely visit both because it does change. Now the back section of the buffet is also home to the Carnival Deli. Now this is going to run different hours than the rest of the buffet. Most of the time it runs about 11 to 11. Lots of good sandwiches here. My go-to is the buffalo chicken, but there's a lot of good stuff. Kind of an interesting dynamic here. You got the healthiest stuff on the buffet here.
Fruits and
salads right next to the chocolate fountain and a whole bunch of cakes. Now Carnival Cruise Line does cakes really well, and probably no better day than here. It's chocolate extravaganza. So a black cherry I can make a meal out of cakes.
Yes.
Blackberry chocolate mud cake, windmill chocolate cake, peanut butter chocolate. That looks like a Boston cream.
That does.
Oh man. And there's more chocolate cheesecake. There's lots of stuff.
Chocolate mousse.
Also in the Bay Area is a complimentary drink station. You do have coffees over here, hot chocolate machine, iced tea, lemonade. And now in the morning this is going to be juices, as well as some water and ice, which you might need if you're on the pool deck. One thing I've really enjoyed about the buffet here, I have never had a hard time finding seats. On some cruise ships that's a problem, not here on the Magic. There has been plenty and plenty of seats every time I came to the buffet. Not functioning on our cruise, but they do have a couple of these pour your own beer machines in the buffet area. Maybe on your cruise it'll be working. I'm now in the front section of the buffet, closer to that main pool deck. This is where you'll find during the lunchtime Mongolian wok, which you get to pick different types of noodles and sauces and meats. And let's flip it all together for you.
It's a fun time.
Also important to go to different sections of the buffet, as in the back section was labeled Good Eats. Up in the front, this is a Mexican buffet, so you got Oros Amarillo, Tostadas de Camarones, Pollo Muerte Verdo. Oh, that last word's a killer. It's that. I don't know how to say that. Yucatan pork chops. Ooh, carne asada. And elotes, as well as some vegetable fajitas. Look at that carne asada. One cruise ship tradition you can find right here in the buffet area. That is 24 hours a day you can get ice cream. They got soft serve vanilla and chocolate, or swirl if you pick the middle one. And then frozen yogurt. Some of these do change out. The other day they did one I really liked, that frozen yogurt that was strawberry and chocolate. And you swirl that together, you get chocolate covered strawberry. On deck 10 in the back of the boat, they do have an upcharge establishment that really runs, I think it's only lunch. It might run for dinner. And that's the seafood section if you want lobster rolls or clam chowder or some other wilder stuff like a lobster BLT, crab cake sliders. You can also get buffalo shrimp and things like that. And this is on deck 10 in the back of the boat, which is also home to a pool and 2 hot tubs. Popular today as it is sea day. There is a pool bar over there that serves a pretty good menu. And beautiful views here on the back of the boat. Definitely one of the, look at that. Obviously, sea day, you're gonna get some really good views, and that does not disappoint.
You can't see anything.
Yeah, it is very, very peaceful. Also, we've been lucky on our boat. We've had very, very calm seas like the entire time. Another very popular location is on deck 10 in the back of the boat, and that is the Pizzeria del Capitano, the 24-hour pizza restaurant. Now they do make 4 different types of pizza here. The traditional margherite, fungi, which is mushrooms, not for me, pepperoni, quattro formaggi is really good, that's the 4 cheese, and prosciutto. It runs all day, every day, and lines do get a little bit long. Like if you want to come when everyone else wants pizza, 12 o'clock, you just got out of the nightclub, comedy just ended, you've had your 15 drinks. The line does back up, but the pizza, it's really good. It's one of the better cruise line pizzas that you could get. And these guys do a great job. On deck 5, in the middle of the ship, is the Hat Trick Casino, also home to the Casino Bar. Now, if you're a sports fan like I am, this is one of the few places on the ship that will have live sports on TV. This one and the Red Frog Pub. Now let's talk about the casino itself. It is a pretty good sized casino. As you can see, a lot of games, whether they be, I guess it's probably like a poker, like a Texas Hold'em poker game. A lot of slot machines, a lot of table games. It's a pretty good sized casino. Now, I am not the biggest gambler, so I can't give you sort of the expert thoughts as other people could, but I will definitely be able to tell you that, hey, you can watch sports in here, there's a bar, and it's pretty big. Now, the casino on deck 5, it is the smoking casino, so if that's your thing, you could do that here. And also, it's a very, very modern casino. Like, you can tell from all the games, like the curved screens or the giant flat screens. Looks like over here they've got Wheel of Fortune in 3D and video poker. So a pretty solid casino. I also like the High Seas Tea, the cocktail at the casino bar. And I like that they have rabbits coming out of hats with glowing eyes here in the casino. But this isn't the only casino on board. But that is not the only casino. Here on deck 4, something I think is pretty new to this ship. They have a non-smoking, like, spur casino here in the middle of the ship on deck number 4.
I believe they took a conference room and changed it into a casino. So it's a small casino.
And it smells brand new. Like, the carpeting smells new. All the games, you can tell, are super modern. They've got both slots and as well as table games in here. There is a bar.
It is smaller.
It is a smaller bar, but there's still a bar in here. And for somebody that doesn't mind gambling, I'm not a huge gambler. As much fun as Lucky Larry's Lobster Mania 3 looks, I'm not the biggest gambler, but I'd be turned off by gambling if there's a lot of smoke in there. So this really helps me.
You already played $20.
Yeah, yep. Already lost $20. I want to try some video poker tonight, though. Maybe Zillion Gators. I mean, look at that. That also looks adorable.
That is cute.
On deck 4, towards the back of the ship, is the warehouse, which is the ship's arcade.
It makes sense that it's kind of near the two
Yeah, lots and lots of claw machines and modern arcade games as well. Now, I'm a big fan of arcades, so I like this. And right now, there's nobody in here. And there's tons of games. And some games I really like Down the Clown. Let's Bounce is super duper fun. I will say, like, this is a game I have not seen before, Hoopla, which looks like a kind of like a ring toss kind of game. That's one I definitely want to come back and play. Gold Fishing's always fun. There's me.
Makes sense of having a...
And then just right from the Teen Club, I'm sure they make money off of that.
Yeah.
Injustice Arcade, Black Hole, DC Superheroes looks like it's probably a lot of fun. But this is a pretty good size arcade for a cruise ship. SpongeBob, Aliens, Halo. Now you have both redemption games and non-redemption games. If you were to win tickets, well then you cast them in at a machine. Look, the Jurassic Park game looks like it's a lot of fun. Alright, you got Typhoons by our buddies over at Triotech. Oh, the Willy Wonka game is really fun. Walking Dead. Again, this arcade just seems like it goes on and on and on and on. This is a lot of fun. It's Pac-Man Smash Air Hockey, where they'll drop tons and tons of pucks down. Oh man, it just keeps going. I really like this, the beanbag toss game. So that'll rotate, and you have to try and get it in multiple times in that same colored hole. Skee ball, little kids basketball. Some more high value prize games over here. This is really fun. This is from LAI Games. It's the Rayman's Raving Rabbits with a virtual reality simulator. And that is a blast. And we're almost done. Milk jug toss, big bass wheel, and I love this Baseball Pro Challenge. So they'll throw the pitch, and then you have to hit it and try and get a home run, or anything that's not an out. But that's the Warehouse Arcade here on Deck 4 in the back of the ship. And it's a really nice arcade. They even have a game for the WWE. Big fan of the WWE. It is dinner time for us here on the Carnival Magic. Now we are in the dining room right off the main lobby. It's the Northern or Southern Lights?
Northern.
Northern Lights, and we're gonna go show you what our dinner experience is like. A view of the dining room. It is a 2-level dining room. Now for dinner service right now, you do check in on the app. They tell you what your table number is, and then you show up and they just show your phone, and then you get taken to your table. And just like the rest of the ship, all the menus are via QR codes. If you don't have a phone or you just don't feel like using one, you can ask for a normal menu, but you can go pull them up on your phone. Friendly reminder, all the menus from every restaurant, bar, and the fun times will all be at the end of the video. Now, let's see what we get for dinner here in the dining room. Not too busy. So one thing me and Molly have really enjoyed in this cruise is Carnival Cruise Lines, really, they've upped the game when it comes to bread service in the main dining room. Every night they offer you 2 different types of bread and up to 3 different types of things to dip your bread into. So we got a normal butter, an olive oil, and a balsamic. And then I believe that's like a tomato and olive paste.
Yeah.
And each night it does change up too. Like one night was bacon pan drippings. There's been some really interesting stuff. And the bread changes up too, so it makes the main dining room experience nicer. The appetizer portions have arrived. I got chicken tenders, which I figured would have been fried, but they're definitely grilled. There's like a chili glaze on top. Looks like a little noodle salad kind of thing underneath. And then Molly, yours sounded good. It sounded like one of the best soups on the trip. You got a steak and ale soup. Also going to be really good to dip some of the bread in. The main course has arrived, and I got short ribs in a red wine sauce. Mine looks really nice. And Molly got a pork chop.
And mac and cheese.
Yeah. Dessert is served. I got the baked Alaska. And Molly went with the classic Carnival's warm chocolate melting cake. Pretty sure one of us has had that every time we've been in the main dining room on this cruise.
We have.
So remember that baked Alaska I was eating? The staff is walking out with some of them on fire right now for Showtime. Every night in the main dining room, the waiters do a little song and dance performance. Now, one nice thing about a cruise vacation is that there's going to be a lot of different options for you. Some of those options just might not be your thing. Like for me and Molly, we are not spa people. But they do have a spa here. They offer all sorts of different services, treatments. There is a really nice pool, like a thermal pool kind of thing. You can buy a pass for it. That looks really, really cool. There is a gym over here as well. We are much more of the have 15 drinks a day and go to the cheeseburgers, more so than, you know, go hang out on the elliptical. But the spa is here. It's something that, you know, if you're into it, it's here. On deck 5 on the Lanai is Guy's Pig and Anchor Barbecue Smokehouse. It's another Guy Fieri establishment. This one is barbecue food. Now it's open only limited hours, so it'll be open on your sea days as well as embarkation day from 12:30 to 2:30. Just go check out what they're offering today. Alright, let's take a look at some of the offerings here. So we've got some buns, some cold items. So we got potato salad and coleslaw. Then you get to the hot items. So there's some mac and cheese.
Yeah, beef biscuits.
Some baked beans. Brisket. Collard greens. Chicken, pork, and sausage.
The pork and sausage.
Those are really good. On the back of the boat in decks 3 and 4 is the Southern Lights restaurant. Now on our cruise, if you had that set early or late time dining, this is where you would dine. We had the anytime dining, but we are here for one of my favorite parts of a Carnival cruise ship, sea day brunch. Here's a quick look at the dining room, a nice, very modern looking 2-level dining room. Now the food is served here at Sea Day Brunch. I got the steak and eggs. I actually got 2 entrees because the menu here it's gigantic and it's really, really fun. I also got a pancetta scrambled.
That looks amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I love pancetta anyway. And Molly got the huevos rancheros, a little bit more traditional. The eggs Benedict with some bacon and a honey butter biscuit because biscuits are her favorite.
I love biscuits.
On deck 11 in the middle of the ship is Camp Ocean, which is Carnival Cruise Line's kids clubs. Now we are sailing in late August and the kids clubs have not yet come back yet, but they've got different kids clubs for different ages. You get a little bit of a look in there. Oop, as I run into the glass.
Stingrays and sharks.
Yeah, stingrays are 6 to 8, sharks are 9 to 11. I like the ceiling here at the entrance to the kids club, and this would be the desk where you would check in your kids of their various ages. Now, of course, the greatest animal in all Camp Ocean and in the world in general is the penguins.
For
and
2 to 5.
Kids that are 2 to 5 come in here and get a lovely view of this pole.
I was gonna say, you can see it a little bit better over here.
Very like not bubble guppy kind of characters that are on the wall there.
Yeah, usually they have a playground, I feel like.
This one I don't think they do.
Yeah?
And that is Camp Ocean, deck 11 in the middle of the ship. So one thing Molly and I are not are between the ages of 12 and 14. But if you were, you could come over here and hang out at Circle C, which is the teen club. I guess maybe not. Lots of TVs. And kind of a smaller space. I like the design that mirrors itself on the ceiling as well as the floor. So obviously between those age ranges, this would be where you'd be having all sorts of activities. And these are activities, unlike some of the younger kids clubs, these are the ones that are still going at the moment of filming. If you're between the ages of 15 and 17, Club 02 is where you would hang out. And this one's pretty cool.
Yeah, this one's real cool.
It seems larger than some of the other ones. There's foosball, weird electricity things, like TVs you can watch while you're on. This is really weird. Like, look at these kind of like laptop screens that you could watch while you're sitting down there. I guess you could plug into the headphones. That's very different. And you got a dance floor and a big screen and a DJ booth over here as well. A pretty nice area for teens. In decks 3, 4, and 5 in the front of the ship is the Showtime Theater, a very big cruise ship theater.
Giant.
We're on a 4-night cruise. They did 2 production shows. Tonight we saw America Rocks, which is a fun rock and roll show, kind of the cruise ship show you'd think you would get.
Yeah, you get lasers, a little pyro, not much of a stage.
No, more of a concert by.
Correct.
But the other production show is called Flick, and that's really, really cool. It gets kind of a Cirque du Soleil vibe as a trip through the movies and movie songs. A little weird, but I really, really like that. It's my favorite show. We get to go on a bunch of Carnival cruises. That's my favorite Carnival cruise show.
There's a lot of special effects. They're easy, but that's what I like about that show.
Yeah, there's also been game shows in here. There's been comedy in here. There's welcome aboard show's been in here. There's a Deal or No Deal show that was really fun. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of seating, so you don't really have to worry about getting here too early. There are two main upcharge restaurants here on the Carnival Magic, and tonight we're going to be dining at Cucina del Capitano, the Italian restaurant, which is located in the back of the ship above the buffet on deck 11. It does cost for dinner $15 per guest. We have sat down here at Cucina del Capitano. For a restaurant that's directly above the Lido buffet, it does seem kind of fancy. I love the tablecloths they put out. Now you can get the menu on your phone via QR code, or you can... I forgot I didn't remember to bring my phone with me, so they gave me a big old fancy menu. And they got all these lots of really good looking appetizers. The sides. And then you've got the pastas and the meats and the fish. Lots of good stuff here. And as far as cruise ships go, like $15 extra for a specialty dining restaurant is not a lot compared to a lot of cruise lines. Now the first portion is served, and I love this. It is an Italian Parmesan cheese bread. And Molly and I are very lucky. This is going to be our 34th cruise we've ever been on. This is my favorite bread I've ever had on any cruise ship. I love, love, love the cheese bread here at Cucina del Capitano. As like the other Carnival restaurants, there's a show at dinner time when they sing a song. The appetizer course is served, and for that $15, you do each person at the table gets to decide on two different appetizers. I went with the arancini, which is fried rice balls, and the antipasto. Molly went with Nona's meatball, and then the burrata cheese. Now,
which is very me.
Yeah, that, knowing you, like, that looks like the best appetizer ever.
Yeah, that's me.
Our main course is served. I went with the tomahawk pork chop, which looks fantastic. And you also get one side dish as well, so I went with a side of gnocchi. Very interesting looking gnocchi. Molly went with the Italian classic chicken parmesan,
which looks like way like
you
mozzarella. It looks like
the
mozzarella.
cheese looks fantastic.
Yeah.
And then for your side, you got some fingerling potatoes. Dessert has arrived. Mine looks nice and light. It looks like there's a cake with a cream on top, a gelato, and then kind of like an Italian ice. Molly's looks like a chocolate cake with a scoop of ice cream. So we are back at Cucina del Capitano, but this time for lunch. So unlike a dinner, lunchtime is free or included with your cruise, and it's a pasta bar. So they do pastas fresh made to order, and they let you pick. You pretty much get your sheet. So I'm going for a half portion with bow tie, Alfredo, chicken strips, and Italian sausage. They also have pepperoni in the can for $6.75. That's pretty cool. So here's our lunch. Even the half portions are pretty good size. Now, Molly, you got a butter sauce.
Like my nieces.
Yeah.
They love butter sauce.
On a penne with sausage. I got the Alfredo sauce on bow ties with chicken and sausage. It smells really good.
It does.
Also drinking a Peroni. Fun fact, Peroni on the Carnival Magic is half the price of a Peroni at Six Flags Great America. We're currently coming at you from the Atrium lobby of the Carnival Magic right now, which you can see from decks 3, 4, and 5. Most important for us, there's a very, very nice bar. A big bar, normally a pretty popular bar. This is one of the more quieter times we've seen it. The bar, for me, the highlight there, they do really good dessert martinis. They do 4 of them. A tiramisu, a chocolatini, the ultimate XO, and how am I missing the other one?
I don't know, I just see those 3.
Oh, maybe it's just 3. But the lobby's on 3 levels. They do.
I love the lights that change colors.
Yes, which is kind of interesting. Also, like depending on how many drinks you have, you might be like, oh, wasn't that green earlier?
Yes.
There is some musicians that play up here. One of our favorite musicians on the ship. There's a trio of electric violinists that play, and they play violins, but they play popular music.
Yes.
So they'll be playing top 40 songs, and then they'll go to Frozen. They played the other night.
Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah, lots of really cool stuff. And then also some more stuff that you might need on your cruise ship. Down here on deck 3, right by the lobby, is guest services, and over on this side would be your shore excursions team. But
a lot of seating here.
yes.
And they do a little bit of events right now.
That is one thing, you know, we are sailing in August of 2021. You know, we're coming out of this ongoing global health situation, and that's the only place I really felt it from a activity standpoint, is that normally the Carnival cruise ships would do like big atrium parties every night. That's too many people in one space. So.
They have had a few events, though.
Yeah, but not to that scale. We did see a Scottish dance class with our cruise director.
Gary.
Yeah, which is something I've never seen. It's really cool that he brought like his heritage into that and did this kind of fun dance.
Yeah, taught you how to dance.
And even since we've been filming here, I believe the colors have changed on the lighting. So that's the lobby. Come over here, have a martini, and enjoy the violinist. Now, if you're somebody that enjoys shopping, Deck 5 in the Atrium is where you want to go. They have 3 different main shops up here. The one on that side is going to be your more highbrow stuff. So your jewelry, your watches, your perfumes and stuff like that would all be in there. The ones I'll go into more detail about are over here, and that is going to be the Fun Shops of Carnival, which is their logo store. Let's start out here at the cherry on top, which is the candy store. I love this line of merchandise. Obviously, Universal has made millions and millions of dollars of those Thing 1, Thing 2 t-shirts. Now, they do normally, when there's not an ongoing global health situation, have a Dr. Zeus at Sea program here on Carnival Cruise Line. And it makes sense to have Cruiser 1 and Cruiser 2. All the merchandise is really good. I love the little, like, I guess they're like little coffee cups. Really cute. So this is going to be your main candy store. Obviously, all this stuff costs money. You can buy champagne and flowers, and just lots and lots of candy, as well as lots of plushie dolls, whether they be mermaids, little Dr. Zeus characters, and well, lots and lots of candy. This candy you pay by the pound. I do like this because that's
Good morning.
specific to Carnival Cruise Line. Sour gummy funnels. So you got your stuff you can buy by the pound over here. And then you've got just wacky candy on this side. Like that giant gummy bear on a stick. Warheads, jawbreakers, all sorts of stuff. Very important, a line of duck merchandise. You got more Dr. Zeus stuff. Look at the little duck. You get him as a savings bank, as a plushie. And you get Carnival ducks too. Alright, this is cherry on top. With the wonderful acoustic duo playing in the background, let's head and check out the shop, see what kind of stuff you buy here on the Magic. I do like this thing, you can buy the reusable shopping bags.
The pins are nice too.
Yeah. Very kind of gaudy magnet there.
Backpack.
Sunglasses. Interesting backpacks. Lots of kind of fashionable backpacks. You have Batman, Deadpool, Pikachu. You do have t-shirts from the various ports of calls we've been to or haven't been to. Like there's a whole bunch of Caribbean t-shirts for 2 for $20, which is that's a good deal.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we could find in here. Lots of kind of like just clothes.
Yeah.
Sunglasses. The Carnival tote bag.
The cup's nice.
Yeah, the coffee, like the travel coffee mug.
Yeah.
Or the tumblers. Do you have some of the like the kids stuff over here? I like that. Look at the Carnival construction toy. Not Lego. Definitely not Lego. Or is this like a baby bib? Oh, that's adorable.
Be a captain.
That's pretty cool. Alrighty. You do have some magnets, some keychains. More magnets, some ornaments. Cruise ship keychains. I like the cutting board over here.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
This stuff's really nice. If you really love Carnival Cruise Line, you could make Carnival Cruise Line cookies.
Yeah.
Cutting boards, coasters.
That'd be a good way to say, hey, we're going on a cruise. Here's some cookies.
Yeah, some of the Carnival stuff looks really, really good. You have a lot of people like the ship statue kind of thing. They've got one there.
I like how much merchandise for the Magic.
Yes.
We have the shot glasses, mugs.
Oh, these are like the wine services. I like the beach bag. The beach bags are really nice. A bunch of nice beach bags. Polo shirts, backpacks, drawstring bags. If you love Carnival Cruise Line and love solo cups, they got a fancy glittery one.
Solo cups.
You know, this I could use. I really do need a new pair of sandals.
Yes, you do.
Now, my favorite thing I've seen them sell here on the ship.
These keychains are really nice.
Those are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, Molly, my favorite thing I've seen them sell on this ship is this right here.
Yes.
The Carnival Fun Ship speaker. So it's a Bluetooth speaker that floats. That is so neat.
That is really cool. And this makes sense. The Carnival Magic Spirit jerseys.
Yep. You got a bunch of Carnival Magic t-shirts as well. There's a liquor section over here. We did buy 4 for $40 with some Bacardi flavors. So look forward to enjoying that at home. The beach towels, the towel clips. They do have a lot of stuff. And there's a variety of hats here. All right, so that's the logo shop here on the Magic. On deck 4 in the atrium area is the Pixels Gallery. This is where if you took any pictures on the ship, you could come and buy those photos or photo packages, things like that. There's also an area where you could take like fancy pictures and buy those as well. Also, if you're a member of the Carnival Loyalty Program, the very important Fun Person Club, this is where you come to pick up your loyalty stuff. So if you want, you've got to pick up your pins or your prizes for whatever level of loyalty you're at. This is where you come to do that, at least right now. Also, some of the picture frames they sell are just fantastic, and they're not too expensive either.
No,
they're these really cool porthole Carnival ones are $20, and then $20 for these fun folding chair ones. On deck 4, right outside the Northern Lights dining room, and right by the lobby is Books and Games, which is the ship's library. It's very pretty.
It is.
The chairs are very comfortable, but it's labeled Books and Games, but there are no games at the moment. That may be as a result of the ongoing global health situation. Also, one thing we've determined here at In the Loop, a lot of people just leave their books here for others to read after they're done reading them. So, when we go on cruises from now on, we're going to leave a copy of Guide to the Point by Andrew Hyde in every cruise ship library. So,
go find one.
Yeah, not on this ship. We didn't think of it until now, but start on the next ship. A very peaceful area.
It is.
So there's 3 main banks of staircases and elevators. I would say the midship ones are my personal favorite. Based on the artwork, it's kind of like the motif in this area is animals and the beach. So there's dogs and birds and seagulls and that kind of thing. Something I like, one of those simple joys of cruising. In the atrium area, they've got glass elevators, a set of 4 glass elevators. And they take you from floor 12 down to floor 2. A little bummer for us who's staying on floor 1. We get some cool views. See how clean of a ride we get.
I love the lights.
Yeah. So you can see we are now descending into the atrium. Wow, pretty good ride.
Last call, everybody. If you want to join us.
I did 3 because 2 you just see a wall.
That's the elevator. Right outside the entrance to the dining room on deck 4 by the atrium lobby is the escape bar. A bar that's never been used for, public features on the trip, but it looks like where they do their chef's table. And I love
it. Looks nice, that chandelier.
Yeah, the room, it's a very, very pretty room. And that's something we've never done, but we've never done the chef's table experience, but from the setup in here and that really cool private dining room, might be something we have to look into. A little tip you probably won't find on the map, in front of deck 7 and 6, if you walk past the staterooms, you can actually get out towards the front of the boat and get some really, really great views. These decks would also be really good if you're sailing into a port or sailing away from a port.
It's cool, you can see the bridge.
And it would be, it's also very, very peaceful out here. Obviously, there's no music or anything. Very nice. And last but certainly not least, let's show off our stateroom cabin. We're in 1290, which is an interior cabin. Obviously with an interior, it's not the biggest cabin you'll ever see, but the bed was very soft. And I mean, it's all the room you really need. You don't spend a ton of time in the cabin here. Bed was comfy. Some little end tables there. Really, really big mirror area. Do have a fridge. Tons of storage for all your clothes in here. Of course, everybody's favorite part of the cruise experience, the cabin bathroom.
Yes.
Home to the horrible shower curtain that sticks to your bum as the ship's moving around. And the mega flush toilet. Get ready, here we go. That's a terrifying noise. Plenty of storage in here as well. And that'll do it for our 4-night cruise here on the Carnival Magic. I had a really nice time. This was our first cruise back post the cruise shutdown, and it was so nice to be back on board the boat.
Absolutely.
I will say, oh my goodness, the crew works so hard.
Yes, and they're so friendly. They go out above and beyond.
And they work long hours, and they're always hustling.
Always friendly. They know your name.
I had 60 drinks on this cruise. I maxed out the beverage plan every day.
Yep.
There was never a bartender that was not hustling.
No, not at all.
Molly, what were some of your favorite parts on our cruise here on the Carnival Magic?
Again, the crew members are definitely up there because they were very friendly, very attentive.
Especially the ones at the Alchemy Bar, my favorite location on the ship.
Yes, they knew our names quite well after day one.
Yeah.
I also love Flick.
Yeah, it's a really good show.
The best show on the Carnival line, so I'm glad that the ship is playing that. And the cruise director, he was nice
guy.
always out and about and talking around to people, and he didn't seem, pompous, and he was very down to earth, and that's what I like about cruise directors. Ones that kind of get out with the guests and talk to them, and you see them about not just at the activities, but just walking around the ship.
One thing I really, really enjoyed was that dinner in the Italian restaurant.
Oh, yes.
That was a delicious meal, especially for only costing $15. Yes. I would say the main dining room food has been a step up. I feel like the dinner we showed off today in this video was probably the worst of the 3 dinners we had in the main dining room, but I feel like the food quality has kicked up a notch here on the Carnival Cruise Line.
I didn't like, even though on Elegant Night they got rid of the tablecloths, that might be something that's going on with the world. I'm not sure.
I don't think that. There's no way.
Correct. Or it was just a budget cut. So that was something that I didn't like about the main dining room. But the food definitely went up.
A couple other negatives. The ship was very warm. Like temperature-wise, like our room is not cool.
No.
We have it down, and the thermostat is down as low as it goes, and it doesn't get that cold in here.
No.
You wake up. I woke up every night sweating.
I don't sleep with the sheets.
Yeah.
It's that warm.
But overall, I had a great time on this ship. I would definitely recommend it. It's a very big ship. There's a lot of things to do. You could spend all your time in one area, or you could almost never see that area of the boat.
I love the musicians too. The electric violinist and the guitarist.
A piano player was really good. I wish I could have spent more time. I wish I was able to go, stay up every night till 12:30, 1 a.m., whenever the piano guy stops playing. All right, well, that'll do it for our tour and review here of the Carnival Magic. If you have any questions about the Carnival Magic, please let us know in the comment section below. I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you all for watching. And now, here's the Fun Times Guide and all the menus of the main dining room, all the restaurants on the ship, and all the bars on the ship. Enjoy.